I'm excited for this video, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very important topic and something that we have not touched on whatsoever on this channel, and also I never really hear it talked about in the self-improvement space. So you got the title of the video. Let's jump into why self-improvement is completely and utterly useless without this one thing. So, this definitely relates to a video I made a couple months back. I believe it was in February. And it was called something about, like, my stance on religion. I'll try to put it up here if I remember. But basically I was saying how religion is ultimately a good thing because it doesn't really matter what it is you believe in as long as it makes you do the right things. So we're going to touch on that a lot in this video. And basically we all know what self-improvement is, right? The whole cold shower, no fap, working out, journaling, meditation, and overall bettering ourselves. And obviously even if we haven't been the most consistent, we've known about these things probably for a while. So we're accustomed to this sort of lifestyle. I've been taking cold showers as long as I can remember, honestly. I took a slight break from them in the dead of winter from November to January, but besides that, I've basically been taking them non-stop for about a year and a half, I believe. No fat, I haven't been on the cleanest streak, but I'm definitely gonna hop back on that. And then working out, obviously, has been great. You guys saw the day in the life video. That's pretty much an everyday thing besides rest days. But anyway, enough about me. Basically, my point is, we know what self-improvement is, and we know how to better ourselves. As much as I can drill into your head, cold showers, cold showers, cold showers. Like, if you ultimately don't want to take cold showers, that is up to you. Like, if you don't, you're not better than me and I'm not better than you. We're both just sources of energy that will ultimately return to a sender at some point. So, you're free to make your own decisions. But I believe strongly that these practices do help your life in some way and make you a more confident person overall. But basically, the problem that I've been seeing is that these habits don't necessarily make you a good person, which is interesting because you would think that through putting yourself through hardship, you would be able to empathize better with other people, or empathize. I don't know why I said emphasize. Empathize better with those around you. But I haven't really seen that be the case. And here's the thing. Without morals and a sort of moral code of some sort, self-improvement is completely useless. Because while you might be doing good things for yourself, the way you treat those around you will be impacted. A lot of the times when you start doing self-improvement, I've seen this in my own life, you start getting this ego. And if the ego is in the hands of the wrong person, it can be extremely detrimental to the way you interact with those around you and the way you overall perceive the world. Don't ever forget that ego is a man's biggest weakness. Not like a boy or a girl, just a human's biggest weakness. Because ego can not only make you think that you're the best, it can also make you think that you're the worst. I once made a reel about this, and I stated that basically if you think that the whole world is against you, you also have just as big of an ego as if you think that you can outweigh the law or something like that. Like, any belief that you are somehow different than everyone around you is egotistical, and it's not really a productive belief because it makes you detached from the world and unable to make connections. It's going to be hard to talk to someone who you claim to have nothing in common with. Like, that's just not going to work out too well. Whereas if you say that someone else definitely has been in this situation before and, like, seek guidance and stuff like that, you're more likely to connect with people. But the way that I was inspired to make this video was that I always found it interesting that the person who actually put me on to a lot of these self-improvement habits, like, he is one of the worst people I've ever met. And yes, he's not on the cleanest NoFap streak, and he doesn't always take cold showers, but he literally told me about NoFap and cold showers and like these other things. I didn't even know about them, and he's an awful person. So that's why I'm saying, like, some people are wired to not be good people even if they do good things, right? Even if they have good habits, they could still deep down be a bad person. Whereas some people who also have bad habits are good people. So it doesn't necessarily correlate. Basically, don't get over your own head. Don't think that just because you're doing these habits and you're on the grind, that you're somehow better than those around you. They just haven't started their journey yet. And, like, stay humble. Don't just start, like, shitting on those around you just because they're not up to your own level, whatever that might mean in your belief. So basically, you need some sort of sense of morals. If it wasn't instilled in you from an early age, you're gonna have to work harder. It's just like anything else. If you don't have it instilled in you, you actually have to put it there yourself. So really analyze, close your eyes for a minute, and think about, like, how was your interaction with your last waiter, right? How did you treat the last person that was serving you? That is a very good indicator for how good of a person you are. Stuff like that. How much do you spread negative energy? Like, basically become aware of your impact on those around you and just be aware of yourself, you know? A lot of self-improvement, in my opinion, is becoming more self-conscious and becoming more alert. And that doesn't mean, like, don't talk to strangers because they might not like you or stuff like that. It's more along the lines of, don't just hate because it's comfortable for you. And with that, I'm going to end it off here. So, if you feel that you need religion to instill the right morals within you, then go for it, man. I mean, there's no sense in keeping those misguided morals because it's fixable, you know, just like anything else. And you will be much more well received by those around you if you stop spreading negative energy and all these other things that people hate. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.